Welcome back to another Charlotte Legacy League where we have Dimir Shadow versus Goblins. Both players kept 7, and Corey's going to be on the play. He's going to lead off on a Chrome Mox exiling a Goblin Warchief, and we'll see a Goblin Rabble Master come from him, and swiftly attacking Ryan for 1 with the Goblin token that is produced. So back over to Ryan on Dimir Shadow. We'll see him lead off on a Swamp and a Thoughtseize. This is a pretty tough matchup for the Dimir Shadow deck. The Goblins deck is very fast, and if Ryan can't react fast enough by getting something in play, killing off some creatures that Corey has, it can snowball out very quickly. I imagine he didn't have a Force of Will in his opener to handle that Rabble Master. And then looking at Corey's hand here with a Muxus Goblin, Grenadier, Battlecry Goblin, and a basic Mountain, which doesn't really do very much, but if you cycle all that stuff together, it can get pretty nasty pretty quick. So we'll see what Corey has to do here on this coming turn. So he's going to take the Battlecry Goblin here, even with the Muxus and a Mountain. The good thing is Corey can't really cast that Muxus even if he draws into another fast land, because he needs double red for that Muxus. A Script Prospector would be pretty good, but it would still require him to take another turn to do it. We're going to see an attack from Corey for a total of 6 damage, +2/+0 for the Rabble Master, and then 2 1/1s coming over on Ryan. See him draw here and see if there's anything else he has that he can follow up with. Nope. All right, we'll see you in game number 2.
If you've been enjoying our content, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below.
Game number 2, Ryan's going to keep 6, Corey's kept 7. We'll see Ryan lead off on the play this time. He's going to shotgun a Watery Grave, see if he has a Thoughtseize. No, he does not. He's just going to pass it over to Corey. See what Corey has to lead off with. It's an Ancient Tomb into a Chalice on 1, it looks like. I think we're going to see a Brainstorm out of Ryan here. We'll see what he found triple Force of Will off of that Brainstorm. I think it's safe to say that is going to get Force of Will. So, wow, that's pretty impressive there from a Brainstorm early on. Ryan going down to 17, drawing. It's like, put the Dismember back on top. Nope, put the Force Will back on top. He does have a Fatal Push, which is good. He doesn't have a fetch land, though, to handle anything larger than a 2-drop, which is unfortunate. But we'll see if he has anything else here. So we'll see a Cavern of Souls. I'm assuming we're going to name Goblins here, which really makes that Force of Will not great. I wonder if Ryan will try and Brainstorm again to find an answer and also get rid of that Force of Will as well. We'll see a Goblin Rabble Master come out like we saw in Game 1. And 1/1 Goblin coming in for the attack and a Fatal Push on that Goblin. So that answers that question. We'll see a draw here with a Dismember, which... see a Swamp Cycle and probably almost an immediate Dismember on this Goblin Rabble Master to get rid of it, to stop the stem the bleeding. He'll take in a total of 5 damage, getting rid of the Rabble Master, and maybe that's what we're going to do here. We'll see what Ryan has left to do. Maybe he has a Reanimate to block the Rabble Master or the token. Would set him down quite a bit of life, but would also set him up for a really good turn with the Death Shadow if he has one. We'll see what he has in mind here. Back into action here. Let's take a thought and pass the turn. Alright, so it looks like we are on the Dismember plan before combat. See if Corey has anything else. Corey does have a Blood Moon in his hand, but doesn't have any red mana to cast that. So it's not bad. Ryan does still have the Force of Will Brainstorm in his hand to take care of the Blood Moon if that does come to fruition in this game. Corey just having a thought here, thinking about what he wants to do. Does have 3 mana available to him to cast everything but the Blood Moon that's in his hand. Any minute now we'll see something. Anything. Nope, just kidding. We're just fucking around for a moment. So maybe Corey, I don't know, maybe the way that Ryan's shuffling his cards is like just putting Corey into like the tank of like, what could he possibly have? All right, so he says he's going to go to combat. Ryan says, nah, I'm going to go ahead and dismember that before that goblin comes out and hits me again in the face. So it's like we might be having some technical difficulties with the life totals, which we had all night last night. Not quite sure. So that's 2, and then 1 from the Force of Will. So that's 4, 13. Yep. All right, he's at the correct life total at 13. So now we've got that worked out. Math is for blockers apparently, not for dismemberers. So we'll see. All right, Shadow Skull smashing into a Blood Moon, and there's the Force of Will with the Brainstorm. So Ryan was ready for that. He is hellbent now, playing off the top of his deck. Draws a Troll of Cosmic Dune, and he's just going to realign his graveyard here and see if he has anything else that he wants to play. He's playing it nice and tight and slow, letting Corey think that he actually has something in his hand. Looks like we're going to do before main phase 2 or at the end of main phase 1. He's going to go fetch a basic swamp and pass it over to Corey. Corey's going to play a Goblin Ringleader here. He's going to be able to look at the top 4 cards of his library and keep any gobos that he finds. We'll see what he flips over. So, Muxus. Nope. A Script Prospector, and that is it. So, Corey finds a Script Prospector and attacks for 2 with our Hasty Boy Goblin Ringleader. Ryan off the top of the deck again to an unknown. And pass back over. That's not looking great for Ryan. Corey's got another chance here to play some more goblins. He did miss on the last one, on that ringleader, but we will see the Scarp Prospector come out, which will enable a little bit of mana. He has basically can make 2 mana off of that at this point. And then looks like a Chrome Mox. So that's going to resolve, Ryan says. We'll see what he decides to put underneath there. It's like as a Goblin War Leader or something like that. Give his goblins +1/+1. And then, so that's 3 mana. Smartly using the Cavern of Souls to not have a spell countered. Playing a Battlecry Goblin. And then using the mana floating from the Battlecry, from the Ancient Tomb and the Chrome Mox, activating the Battlecry Goblin. And we'll see an attack here for 6 power. And then another little goblin will come out here as well. And we'll see a Bowmaster come down. So we'll see how he wants to block with this. I imagine he pings the Battlecry Goblin. And then he'll also block the Battlecry Goblin. The Battlecry Goblin, I'll give it +0 or +1/+0. But we'll see how that works. Ryan fighting for his life here. Apparently math is for dismember players, so he is definitely working that out. So Corey will lose 2, keeping a ringleader and a goblin in place, taking 3 damage that turn. He finds a wasteland. I think it's a little too late for that. Taking him off the Ancient Tomb does set him back a little bit of mana. So he only has 3 power in play at the moment. There's a Matron in his hand. It's like a Pashalik Mons in his hand as well. That is Pashalik Mons. So, let's see. Whenever it dies or another goblin dies, Pashalik Mons deals 1 damage. So, we'll see an attack for 3 again. And Ryan draws a Grief and packs it up. Well, thank you so much for watching.
If you've been enjoying our content, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below.